What's going on, guys? Nick. This is a part 2. Just want to point out another clue, you might want to say, for the Lakers this upcoming season. If you watch part 1, it's the thumbnail is LeBron, throwing up the OK symbol, the 666. And it's interesting, as I'm making this video, it's on 506 views. But I was looking back at that video and I said, hey, let me check out the preseason scores, just to see whether or not things that I said, come to fruition in these games and again, that video came out a month ago on September 10th. It's funny because Los Angeles equals 109, and I put that video out on 10/9. But, I mean, one of the big numbers I talked about was 114, because in gematria, LeBron James equals 114. And I was just pointing out the significance of it in regards, to this upcoming season. And, of course, one of the games the Lakers lose to 114, a team with 114 points, so just to see that is, it's got to put a smile to your face, but it's also like, look, you're talking about something, and then it's just proving itself true. I mean, one of the main things I pointed out was how the first game was against the Kings. LeBron led off his career, against the Kings, King James. So yeah, and I mean, you saw like a lot of, tempers flaring in the preseason with the Lakers, Westbrook and LeBron seemingly not getting along, Westbrook, causing usual drama. So it's interesting just to see where that narrative is going to go, if they do intend to keep Russell Westbrook. But, hey, and that's the other thing, like, the preseason ended on 10/14, like 114. And, of course, it was against the Kings once again. So, I mean, just in looking at that, you're just seeing, like, these rituals occurring. And, I mean, I don't think last season or the past 3 seasons, like, LeBron played the first and last game of the preseason against the Kings. So, and it's interesting they lose to them both times, which I think is a good sign. The Kings, the King dominating the Lakers, LeBron dominating the league. So, it's and the Kings scored 133. Not championship. So it's just, and Minnesota Timberwolves, I can't think of anything there. But, game 1 is in 2 days, and it's on 10/18, and Los Angeles, California equals 118, founded on the 118th day of the year. So, yeah, maybe a good bet if you're into placing sports bets, like, is Lakers to make the playoffs for now. But they are plus 2,500 to win the finals, which is definitely worth it, if you have the money to spend. And I guess just looking, more at everything, it's interesting their last game is against the Jazz, a team heavily connected to Kobe's last game against them. And, of course, Utah Jazz equals 113, like Kobe Bryant, like Michael Jordan, like the National Basketball Association. Like 3 years ago, how the league shut down because of COVID. Coronavirus pandemic equals 113. And it was shut down on 11/3. And Dallas Mavericks, where Dallas equals 113, they scored 113 points on that day, So that's a great example. So it's just, like, it's obviously rigged, and it's not just basketball, like, it's baseball, and right, isn't it so interesting, only 2 games, and It's the Sixers, and it's the 76th NBA season. So, are they going to be in the finals? They're playing the recent the Eastern Conference champions, Boston Celtics. And, yeah, just being on 10-18. But, Lakers are +6. LeBron wearing number 6. First player to make 6 straight finals since Bill Russell in 1966. King James, the King James Bible, 666 from Revelations. So that's why this stuff's happening, because it's the Jesuits, and they're playing out biblical prophecy. That's really the best way to explain it. And they're doing it through these, not just through sports, also through movies and just any form of entertainment, basically. But yeah, Lakers, one of the teams to play. And, when you look at all the teams, you'd be like, okay, yeah, the Sixers are probably going to be good. Celtics are probably going to be good. Warriors probably going to be good. And then a lot of people would say, oh, no, the Lakers are going to suck. But, just looking at the way this lines up, to me, it looks like all 4 of these teams are going to have good seasons. And you notice a lot of the teams are going through a bunch of rituals right now. Like the Celtics coach, with the sexual misconduct stuff. The Warriors now with Draymond Green, punching his teammate. I don't know if there's been something with the Sixers. I guess we can check that quick. And looks like my phone's gonna die. Yeah, and I also kind of want to talk about the Yankees after maybe visiting. Okay. Sixers. I don't know. I don't really know. Well, the Ben Simmons stuff, I guess. Sixers. News. Well, nothing really big going on with them, but just the 76th NBA season. The 76ers. Also, the Suns lost to, I think, a team called the 36ers, which is interesting. 36, 3-6, 6-6-6. Oh, this is what else I wanted to show. Right? The Cavs. Come on, man. On 10-14. LeBron's first team loses to the Magic, who scored 114 points. Come on, man. It's and the Cavs fell to 1-3. And LA equals 13. And Orlando improved to 4-1. And LA equals 41. And 41's the 13th prime. So, I think that's another clue. It's amazing. Cavs could also be decent. They have a good team. I think it's going to be a very obvious finals matchup for, the Cavs could be there, possible. That would pay a lot if you parlay them. But, LeBron's definitely taking that one. But, yeah, the games are tomorrow, so it's pretty exciting. What time is the Lakers? Yeah, see, 10 p.m., that's perfect. I'll be home to watch that game, so. I started working at a UPS. I'm doing a bunch of things right now. I'm getting into day trading. I have a mentor, so that's been going pretty well. He's somebody who's actually making money doing it. He's passing funded challenge accounts. It's called Forex, so it's something very interesting. And I'm learning from him, and I'm gonna start making some money soon. I'm gonna put that affirmation out there. But yeah, I think futures, can also provide value. And I guess with that, we can talk about the other futures team, which is, but come on, right before that, come on. The Lakers lose at 114 And then the Cavs lose with 114 on 10/14. You know, LeBron James is 114. Like, I don't know. It's pretty amazing. But okay. So, man, I don't know if you've been watching baseball, but definitely some crazy stuff going on. I mean, Phillies beating the Braves. Padres beating the Dodgers. Yankees Game 5 with Cleveland. You know, Yankees lose the last game 5-6, you know. Society of Jesus 56. New York Yankees 65. Cleveland wins 6-5. Philadelphia equals 65. You know, Yankees last played them in 2009. And New York Yankees is 109, the 29th prime number. But, you know, today, I mean, from what I've been looking at, Yankees probably going to win. Cleveland right now is 1-7 in elimination games. So if they lost, they'd fall to 1-8. And MLB equals 18. Baseball equals 18. Major League equals 108. So I like that coming together. The one thing is, like, Monday equals 27. And they could become 2-7. And Ritual equals 27. And it's on 10/17, so 27 date numerology. But I think the Yankees are going to get it done. I thought they were going to get it done today. Definitely. Also, they're back at home. So that's good to see. And it's interesting. They could get their 59th home win on the 17th, 59 to 17th prime. Because if you look at their home record, they're 57-24. They split with Cleveland, so they have 58 home wins. So if they won, they had 59 on the 17th, 59 on the 17th prime. Right, Cleveland 1-7 right now. And then today in the box score, the most recent game, the Yankees won 4-2. Holmes had 17 pitches, and then Peralta had 7 pitches, and 17 is the 7th prime. So that could be, some foretelling. Because I think you just got to look at, like, the big picture. And maybe not, like, trying to look specifically at the stats, just looking at, like, what's already happened. Also, the Yankees are on 65 losses. New York Yankees equals 65. So you think maybe they'd stay on that for a little bit. They'd stay on that at home, because New York Yankees doesn't equal 66. It equals 65. And they're on 75 losses. Also, I mean, Yankees are the favorites pretty heavily, minus 150. So that's good to see. Games, I saw cold through 77 strikes in the games at 7:07. All the games have been at 7:37. And Yankees equals 37. I'll show that one because maybe you don't know that. But Yankees equals 37. They're on 101 wins. Well, that is interesting because it's the 26 prime and Yankees is 26. But, man, they've been doing 39 rituals like crazy in this game, in the series. And New York is 39, and, man, that's such a huge number. The guy, Oscar Gonzalez, right, he hit the walk-off home run, number 39. And the Yankees were 167-0 in the playoffs when leading in the ninth inning. Or trailing by multiple runs in the ninth inning. Leading by multiple runs in the ninth inning. But then 39 broke that, and they were 167-0. And 167 is the 39th prime. And the batter, number 39, came up to the plate with a 167 batting average. So, pretty amazing. Like the New York Jets, they won their only Super Bowl 16-7. The Giants, like all their Super Bowls are connected to 39. It's definitely like the boss number, in New York. Because it's 39 in Pythagorean, which is the most important. But, man, I got to think of a title for this video. I want to be, like, looking towards, like, the upcoming NBA season, and then, like, a side note about the Yankees. because this stuff's got to get out here. So, I mean, if you're watching this, if you could share it, that would be great. I appreciate that. Like the video, comment. Those all help, with the algorithm and all that stuff. So, and it's funny, the games are on TBS, right? Well, on my cable, on New York cable, like, because I'm from New York, but on Optimum, they're on channel 39. TBS is channel 39, which, I find pretty funny. So, but yeah, I guess I'll, I don't want to ramble on, but hey, did the Cowboys win? No, they lost 26. So, man, Philly 6-0. How about that? That's pretty amazing. Dallas falls to 4-2. Of course, Dallas was 4-1 before this. Right, Dallas 41. I'm noticing the 41-second clip they got as the first one. So yeah, I don't know. Bucks lost. That's tough. But 3-3. That's a big number. So it might not be a bad thing to see that. They're definitely winning next week because they're gonna definitely get to 4-3 because Florida equals 43. GOAT 43. And I've been talking about this number with Tampa all year long. So they're definitely getting to 4-3, and they're gonna kick Carolina's ass. The odds are gonna be terrible. But it's just amazing how they have it lined up, man. But yeah, it's interesting they lose to Pittsburgh, the big Jesuit team, with the public Jesuit owners. -10. I'd take the spread, bro. I'd take the spread. But yeah, they did lose today. It's interesting, 38 points. Florida 38, just like 43. See, it's not arbitrary, man. It's not an accident they scored 38 total points last week, and then, then they're going to become 4-3. Florida 38 and 43. So I still think they're making the Super Bowl, bro. Because it's going to be the 191st year of Skull and Bones, the 43rd prime, 191, and that's the other thing I wanted to mention. But yeah, just the 191-43, and right, obviously the Bucks, the Skull and Bones logo. But yeah, during the Yankee game the other night, my mind was blown because they zoomed in on a guy in the stands, and he had a 191 on his left shoulder, on his jacket. And I said, man, 191 of all numbers? I just couldn't believe it. Because New York Yankees is 191. Just like Society of Jesus is 191. And, what are the odds? And then they lost that game 5-6. I bet it's possible to find it, because I'm sure the full game will be posted on YouTube. But, man, what is that? How is that possible? Can you think of any reason why somebody would have a 191 on their shoulder? But it's just, looking at this stuff is amazing, It's bigger than just, picking the game. There's something crazy going on with all this stuff. And it's definitely not hard to see. It just takes certain eyes and, a certain mindset. And then look at this. And then the ALDS, right? Both the championship series, they start on 10-19 or 19/10, 191. And then notice Phillies are in it. Whoops, Philadelphia. And right, Philadelphia Phillies is 191. So I'm like, God, and I was saying, wouldn't it be so funny if the Yankees played the Phillies? Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't, but man. I couldn't believe that I saw that. And then to also see all the 39 stuff, there's definitely something going on, man. Like, that can't be a coincidence, it can't be. Definitely not. New York 39, like, come on, bro. And now they're going back. So, yeah, I guess I'll leave that there. I guess I'll call this part 2 of why the Lakers are going to win. And then also throw in, Yankees news. So, yeah. I guess that's a recap. And that's funny. The Patriots also scored 38 points. All right, Brady's old team. Oh, yeah. All right. I'll talk about the Jets for a minute. But how about those Jets, huh? Look at this. Week 1, they scored 9 points. And then this week, they scored 27 points. Jets, 9-27. So, amazing. And if you watch the game, they were on the goal line like 8 times. Literally probably 9 times. They ran 9 plays. And they didn't score. They kicked the field goal. And that allowed them to finish with 27. Right? Green Bay falls to 3-3. New York. And I had a feeling that was going to happen because they weren't in New York. So I said it makes more sense that the team New York is playing is going to fall in 3-3. But if the Jets were home, they probably would have lost, just in terms of looking at it. But my rationale was like, okay, the New York team is away and their opponent can fall to 3-3. They're not in New York, so I don't think it would supersede them and go to New York. I think what I thought made sense. But also to prove that point, Baltimore falls to 3-3 versus the Giants, which I definitely didn't like. I didn't even realize they could fall to 3-3 because I was initially just like, oh yeah, the Ravens, like they should win this game. But then you see something like that and you're like, nope, like not touching that. And of course, it was like a BS pick by Lamar Jackson, the one interception he threw. But yeah, also Kenyon Drake with 119 scrimmage yards, rushing yards. But yeah, how about that? The Giants 5-1. The Jets 4-2. This is what I'm saying. Like, you're telling me the Yankees are gonna lose and get knocked out when both the New York football teams are doing so well? But it could be like, a sacrifice type thing. I don't know. And then also the Bills. All New York teams. Which is also why I think, there might be something going on with New York. It's probably already going on just with all the C stuff. I don't even want to say it because you probably get, something going on. But a lot of the jib-jabs, if you know what I'm talking about, a lot of that's been going on in NYC. But, there could be more to come down the road. Man, like, I don't even want to talk about it but yeah, although the Jets becoming 4-2, there's a word that equals 42 that has to do with jib-jabs. So, but yeah, all the New York teams doing good. Buffalo, Jets, Giants, and then also even hockey. All the New York teams are good, man. Every single one. Crazy. Because my whole life it's basically been the opposite. Rangers are 2-1. Islanders are 1-1. They just won 7-2. But I'm getting into more personal stuff right now. Like, just New York Central. But I know a lot of people are from New York. So you probably have the same feelings as me. But yeah, I guess I'll just leave that there. And I'm looking forward to these upcoming basketball games. So I'll talk to you then. Peace.